What's going on YouTube? 2K dropped some more NBA 2K25 news, and we got some builder news, some my player news, some my career news, which I might go over, and just some overall gameplay news as well. So I'm gonna get straight into that and let you guys know some things you might not have heard about already, because I'm a few days late already with this news. So just drop some things you guys might not have seen yet. So to get into some builder news, the first thing is that you can equip your dribble moves, jump shots, and all the animations in the tester. And you can also now see which animations your build qualifies for in the tester as well, which is a huge thing that we've been asking for a while, but a really good thing by 2K finally putting this in the game. So hopefully it all works out and everybody can see the proper animations and everything, so they're not wasting money on builds trying to get animations that they actually don't even qualify for. The next thing I want to talk about is a picture of this build that I guess somebody in 2K made just to showcase. Based off of this, last year, if you try to make this build, I believe it would come out to like a 93 overall. So it seems like you're able to make more all-around builds or go all in on certain ones. As you can see here, Wolf, who is somebody who works on 2K, said if you decide to go for legend badges, your build's going to suffer in other areas. So basically you can try to make that all-around build, but if you're trying to go high caps, you're just going to specialize in those. So it seems like the builder is less restrictive than last year. Hopefully we can have more fun with the builder and not just be one-sided, one element builds. So as you just heard, legend badges are a thing in 2K25, which is a level above Hall of Fame. Most of them require 97 or 99 in the attribute required to get the badge. So for example, Limitless on Legend is going to require probably a 97 to 99 3 ball. So the community is going to have to play around and see if legend badges actually make a huge jump over Hall of Fame, because last year a few gold badges were the exact same as Hall of Fame. So we got to see how much it actually matters. But right here on the screen you can see all the badges that they have in the game. You can pause it. I'm not going to go each one. They added some new ones. Well, really, they just combined a lot of badges. Like, as you can see, shooting badges, they took out a lot. There's only 5 shooting badges, like Deadeye and Blinders. Blinders is in Deadeye now, so there's no 2 badges. If you get Deadeye, you can also do what Blinders did last year, basically. So, a few new badges, few combined badges, but as we play the game and go over which ones actually work, we'll be able to tell which ones you want to go for early. Well, and the way you get badges this year is the same as last year, but now you just don't regress in badges. So you got to use the badge to get the badge, and there's no regressing. Badge perks are also back. So basically, you're going to unlock these through the seasons like you did in 24. And basically, you just want to throw on whichever one that works, that comes out that season, that works with whatever badge level you have, just so you can upgrade it faster if you're not on a maxed out build by the time season 7 rolls around and you're trying to get this badge perk. They added these things called badge elevators, which now basically boosts your badges. So basically you can jump badge levels if you just made a new build basically later in the seasons, because these are also unlocked in the seasons. So you basically can jump from bronze to gold if you get a +2 badge elevator basically. So since we're on things like badge elevators, they also added in cap breakers, which basically allow you to go past your player's maximum rating. So say you make a build and you only max out his 3 ball at an 85, but the build that you created, you could have maxed it out at a 94, let's say. You can now use your cap breaker to get up to a 89 or even a 90 if you have enough cap breakers, but you can't go past that 94 because your build didn't allow for it with your wingspan and everything that you created. But if you make the build and you make it under the cap, then you can use these cap breakers. Back into the builder, they took out stamina and they added in agility now. Stamina is now earned through your workouts in the Gatorade gym. So basically you got to do a certain amount of workouts per week, and it's going to take you a little minute. You start off at an 85 each build that you make. I don't know yet if it's going to be permanent once you finish it with one build, if it's going to transfer over, but yeah, stamina is no longer a category. It's been replaced. Agility is a new category, which they also took out acceleration. It's now also tied. Acceleration is tied into your speed with ball, and I'm not quite sure what agility does. I forgot what they said about it, but yeah, so those are your new physicals. Takeovers have also been revamped. There's now 72 takeovers and 14 takeover abilities. So basically, you no longer trigger your takeover. It's basically just a boost, basically. So put it that way. And there's just a bunch of them. So you're just gonna have to play around with which ones you like based off of your play style, and obviously which ones are gonna be more useful than others. Staying on takeover, team takeover is now team chemistry. So basically, same way how you earned it last 2K. As your team plays good, your team chemistry is probably gonna raise. So it's pretty much the same. They just renamed it, in my opinion, but we'll see how it works when the game fully comes out. Back into the builder, there's new archetype names, and there's a bunch of new ones. I think he said over 100. And also a good thing that they added, something unique, is that those cap breakers that I mentioned earlier can actually change the name of your build. So if you use a cap breaker from a build that you made in season 1 and you get a cap breaker and you use it in season 3, you can now change the name of your build. It'll actually give you an option to change the name if you want to, or you can just keep the one you already had. So something cool that I think that they added, something fun, can basically change your build with these cap breakers. So not much change here, but here are the height caps for each position. Pretty much all still the same stuff, but just in case you didn't know, here they are. Back onto the cap breakers, they are something that transfers from build to build. So as if you make a new build in season 5 per se, you can now have the cap breakers that you earned from seasons 1 through 4 already throw them on your new build. And the last thing I want to go over is somebody asked what advantages do smaller builds have, and basically Zach Timmerman, this is somebody else who works for on these 2K games, basically said they was trying to give more wiggle room to smaller builds because of how hard it is to get a shot off as a smaller build. Not quite sure I fully understand the difficulties of using a smaller build. I had a smaller build. I think if the speed difference between small builds and taller builds, the bigger builds, your guards and your centers, is actually makes sense. There really shouldn't be no problem. But as pretty much most of the news that you probably haven't seen, everything else is probably already out there already. You probably already watched videos or read the courtside reports. But basically, this is all the news that you might not have seen. Not gonna lie, 2K25 sounds like it's gonna be better than 24. Hopefully it is, because I wasn't a fan of 24. I know some people liked it, some people didn't, but it's whatever. Hopefully the community come together on 25 and they can capitalize off this game. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Whatever news they drop, I'm gonna try to get over and cover it, whether it's my team or even I'll drop some my NBA news too. But whatever news they come out with, I'm gonna drop it for you guys. But till then, I'll see y'all in the next one.